Thank you, Mayor. I begin tonight, as I do every other week, talking a little bit about Norman Ford, and wanted to give us a brief update on some of the activities there. Yesterday, we had two major meetings here in the city, one looking at the Library Ad Hoc Committee and the other the Citizens Financial Oversight Board. The slide here is beginning. We're beginning to see some of the schematics we'll be looking at in the future. This is a schematic that was prepared yesterday, looking as you're traveling south on James Garner Boulevard, heading toward to the south as you come up on the new library. And so things are moving along very well there. Yesterday, the committee met and began looking at some of the exterior, making us a few minor exterior renovations to that. The next step will be putting together the design development stage, and this group will be meeting again in July, the middle of July. Also yesterday, the Citizens Financial Oversight Committee met. They looked at the implementation plan for all the Norman Ford projects. This is a key document that sets forth all of the projects within Norman Ford as to the sequencing of those projects, and that implementation was approved yesterday, and that'll be coming to the City Council here in the near future. I wanted to talk a little bit about our sales tax update, just as we are coming off the budget year. Trying to draw your attention to this chart here on the right. This chart reflects our sales tax increases or decreases for the last 12 months as we compare to that same month a year ago. And you can see that overall, we ended this year 1.95% above the FY 2015 levels, but what's concerning is you look at the last 5 months of this fiscal year, you can see that in 3 of the last 5 months, our actual receipts were below the receipts that we received a year ago in those same months. And so it's hard to tell if this is a trend and where this is going, but it is one of some concern, and we'll continue to monitor that. Of course, general sales tax is what really fuels our budget. It's the fund that pays for our day-to-day operations. It pays for our police, our fire, our parking and recreation, our code enforcement, all the things that our citizens rely upon in the general fund get paid primarily through our sales tax. And so we'll continue to keep a close eye on that. And as Councilmember Castleberry said, depending upon these trends, we may have to make adjustments during our budget as it unfolds during the coming year. Next, a quick update in terms of the stormwater utility election. And yes, the City Council has called an election on August the 23rd. It's been seen as it's very important to establish a stormwater utility that will give the city a stable and predictable funding source to deal with some of the issues we're taking on in terms of protecting our water resources, addressing some of the pollution limits on Lake Thunderbird, and trying to improve our drainage systems and to meet our unfunded mandates. Here, if you go to the city's website, or if you go to this bit.ly link, you can get all the information that's out there about the election. You can find information concerning the ordinance calling the election, information about how the program will be operated, as well as a calculator that each person could figure out, going onto this calculator, how much hard surface that you have for your individual properties. And so that's available, and if people would like to follow up, that would be a good place to go. Just mention an update in terms of our ISO ratings. As you know, our new fire protection ratings went into effect on June the 1st. A few weeks ago, we had a representative from the State Department of Insurance, and they made the comment now with our new ISO rating, we're in the top 3% of communities in the nation, and in the top 1% of communities in our state. And so we're very proud of that. Properties that are served by our public water system and located within 5 miles of our fire station will see an improved rating from a 3 to a 2, so that's an improvement. And then properties that are not served by public water but are within 5 miles of a fire station, their fire ratings improved from a 9 to a 5. I'm told that this could mean as much as a 40% reduction in some insurance costs. Of course, not all the insurers use the ISO rating system, but many do, and so something for people to check out. Next, an item that I think we're all beginning to feel in terms of the weather, and the weather's changing, in terms of mosquito control. This program is underway, and based upon the surveillance that we have, we already have sprayed 3 times this year, including twice this past weekend. Of course, when we spray, we post information on the city's website and our Facebook page. We issue a press release, and we send information to those people who have subscribed to our Norman News listserv. Finally, as we move into the summer, another important issue is a new elevated water storage tank. This is the new facility that you've seen going up on Robinson and 24th Street. The new tank has been disinfected and was filled last week. We're currently taking bacteria samples, and we hope to have the tank in service here just within a couple of days. Of course, we still will have some remaining site work to do and hope to have that done just in the very near future. And then finally, talking about our Berry waterline replacement. As you've seen, if you've been traveling up and through the central parts of the city, you've already experienced, this is 4 miles of major waterline through central Norman. It's going to be replacing a 14-inch cast iron line with lead joints with a 16-inch and a 24-inch PVC line. We've replaced the section from Lindsay to Maine, which was 2 miles, and from Chautauqua to Berry, and on Lindsay, another 3/4 of a mile. So we're on the last section of that project. It's another mile, which is from Main Street to Robinson, and we expect to have this completed by the end of the summer. This is a joint project that we're doing as well with OU. As you know, they have a parallel line in that same area that provides irrigation water from North Base back down to the campus. And so I think that's all I have for this evening, Mayor. Thank you.